कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Yeah, just change into the shirt immediately after doing that. That was really tough for an item number specialist like myself, but I pulled it off. I just want to add, there's a vacancy, as we say in India, vacancy, and the vacancy is for, let me just go through the thing. The Queen passed away, God bless her, and then he gets elevated, Charles, and becomes the king. So the Prince of Wales, and that goes to maybe William or somebody else. But then William's princeship or dukeship is empty. Somewhere down the line, there's a vacancy or a vacancy, and I would like to put my hat in the ring. I want to be a royal. I feel I'll make a good royal. I don't really want to do anything, and I feel royals don't do much. So that's my thing. I want to be a royal. To answer this question and more, we have Ayushi, who may or may not join us from a location in the south. And she has. We have Abbas in the studio, wearing a sweater and become the new Silvery. It's so hot in that bloody studio. Really.
Very hot. Extremely hot. Mostly because I am here. What up?
Yeah,
thanks.
Just you, and it's so hot. And we have Kajol, who's joined us from her living room, because that's what comedians do. They spend lots of time in their living rooms. She's got a new show on a new medium, which is similar to ours, which she can't talk about because that'll be like wrong. So
that's sweet of you to mention it, though. Thank you.
Yeah. What would it be called if it was there, but we can't mention it?
Let it be.
Let it be, like the Beatles' last album. Fantastic. Okay, let it be then. That's the name of the show. All right, and who's the host of the show?
I think I am.
You.
No, I'm not the host. I'm the mentor.
Yeah.
I'm the mentor.
But also, this is the first time I've heard your Volvo thing in the beginning. And let me tell you, I am sold. I am buying this car.
And let me tell you, you're the right person for the Volvo. Let me just give you where the pricing starts at. Abbas, Kajol, leave the room. Let's hit the right customer. Yeah. But listen, I drove the car. I'm not going to plug it because they're sponsoring a few of our shows, etc. But now I feel really bad. I don't feel like going back to my terrible Japanese car whose name I won't mention.
They didn't give you a free car? I thought they would. You are famous enough for that.
Not only did they not give me a free car, but let me tell you the experience. I hope they keep it in the Spanish is right there so you can verify yes or no. Yeah, the last shoot we did, a very important personality from Delhi, who's I won't give away names and things and all because it's supposed to be a surprise. We passed the ceiling.
Prime Minister.
Well, almost that high. We passed the ceiling, and as I passed the toll, I didn't pass the toll because the toll had not been recharged. The link tag thingy.
Fast tag.
Now wait. Ayushi, don't laugh yet. Okay, now the car was ahead of me with one set of people shooting, and behind me, I don't know where those guys were. And in any case, there were 3-4 other cars honking away while the argument was going on. And I have no money with me ever. So our client, our guest, had to pay. And it's there. We have the footage. I sheepishly said thank you while he took out the money and gave it. And this is just the legend that, happens. What can we do? Beautiful experience.
Ours is the only show which gives you the behind the scenes and making of before the show airs.
No, behind the scenes is the making of. We can't do any better. Just ask Sparsh if he'll keep it. It's there. The footage is there.
Are you going to keep it, Sparsh?
He must keep it.
He says he's going to keep it. Yes.
Excellent. Just to prove.
Everyone loves BT. Like the behind the scene always, I think it
what I've been watching?
People relate to it a lot more than even what is shown. Everyone loves to see what's happening behind.
I've been watching BTS of porno films. You know how they prepare.
They're boring as fuck. They're really boring.
But just the clinical aspect.
And I think Abbas knows because he's seen
very interesting.
porno
because
film being shot.
they just make the woman stay in the same pose and they click like 1,000 pictures of her and then they just make it's just like any other photo shoot which is
We've not even
naked.
been like 4 minutes into the show and you guys are
Cyrus brought it up.
That's what I enjoy is that, we make a lot of fun and say, oh, women are forced to do it. And I'm sure that all that is there as well. But they have a nice conversation between the people and the crew. And they're naked and they're talking about the sex act that was performed or whatever. And it's real fun. It's actually quite mature and evolved.
Who's naked? The crew is naked.
I'm not sure because they only show us, the director walks in. There was a female director in this one that I watched and she was clothed. But they have a nice conversation. It's actually quite, it looks like a happy environment. That's what I'm saying. And it's quite interesting, that whole take, that perspective.
A happy environment. Is that
because sometimes people say that this is a terrible, dark blue film industry and all that coming back from our time.
Film.
One second. Question. This is what you saw was not in India, right? This was a foreign porn film.
In India, I don't think it could be anything but depressing. I
Yes.
can't see it any other way,
Surely there's topics, Abbas. There must be. There
in
has to be
India-
Wait,
something
Kajol has
else.
shown interest. Now we can carry on. It's a dialogue now. It was a monologue. You're right, Ayushi. Now it's a dialogue. Because she wants to look at the threadbare. Fair
in
enough.
India, the porn that is released is actually the behind the scenes of a normal film. So you can't go behind the scenes of a behind the scenes. Get it, guys. Okay, moving on. So
The joke was good, but we are all visualizing films in our mind now. All three of us have a different movie. So I'm
I know.
thinking, you got to think of which film comes to mind immediately. With the
No, man.
porno effects.
I mean, as someone who recently shot a
Prabhasara.
film, as I've mentioned, Cyrus, not a porno film, but by the renowned R. Balki. For one scene, I had to wait
Intas.
a day and a half.
You were in a movie?
Yeah. I'm playing a bartender in a movie
In
directed
you
by
already
R.
did that.
Balki. No, it's not released yet.
Oh, didn't release yet. Okay,
Yes.
Oh, that's sad. But we can. Are you going to invite us all to the premiere?
Sure. If I get an invite, I'll definitely call all of you. all.
Just not to be rude,
this
but
is like
is it a
when I was
prominent-
trying to get invited to Akash's wedding. This is all bad. Like nobody on this panel is really my friend.
You weren't invited to Akash's wedding?
I was the only one who wasn't invited. To
I'll tell you
Akash's
why.
wedding.
Maybe the wife is
No, I
insecure
wasn't
about
either.
women. So women aren't invited. Kajol, were you invited?
Yes, but I didn't go.
Really?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Is
and
it
he
the
has a
distance?
beef with Kajol, and still he
Right. Sorry.
invited
Young
her.
beef.
No.
No, he still
There's a-
invited her, and
How
I'm his
sweet.
friend, and he didn't invite
No,
me.
one sec. The insult is on Ayushi, not you. He has
Yeah,
a
I'm
beef
a
with
Gujarati.
Kajol,
I
still
thought
called
that he
her.
would invite me as a Gujarati, but he did not.
I think you're a far more wealthy Gujarati, and he's pretty wealthy himself. So that's a problem. Don't want the super wealthy there to
So
show
are
you
you
off.
in
You
your
might come on an
ancestral
elephant
land right
yourself.
now,
Yeah.
Ayushi?
I am actually in Gujarat. I am in Gujarat
Yeah.
right now. I'm not in a classroom. I'm in a makeshift
Yeah, it
conference
just
room.
felt like you're gonna take a marker and start doing sums now.
I know
Can
it, but this is
Hey,
not a
listen, your
whiteboard,
life
it's
is more
just a wall.
interesting than this stupid podcast set of events that will follow about a
But
World
guys,
Engineer Day and all that. So
I did take a picture for you all today, which goes with my theme of I don't know. Will I show this? How will it work?
Will you show this? We'll find
listen,
out.
it's a live show, so you don't have to hurry anything up. Just take your time. Look at it properly.
Look, it's a ship.
A picture of a
It's
ship.
a ship.
But
No, I'm at the port. I'm in Kandla in Gujarat, Gandhidham, and for work, my actual job, not
Right.
this. And I was at the port today, and there were a lot of vessels and ships and stuff. And I thought of you guys, and I was like, "Wow, if
Wow.
only they could see me now."
Hey,
Anyway,
were they empty vessels?
No, that's
they
just
make
me.
more
I make a lot of noise.
No,
Yeah, stop. I gave it to you.
is
I gave
this
it to
a
you on a
port?
platter. Come on, guys. Say thank you. Say thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Kajol has a
Is this a port?
question.
Is this a port where they catch all those drugs all the time?
No.
This
This
is
is not an
drugs.
Adani.
There's no
As if
drugs
she's gonna
allowed.
say
Adani
yes.
port. This is not an Adani.
Oh,
port.
man.
Okay.
Wow. Kajol, you're
Yeah,
so
we
innocent.
named names.
It's almost
Yeah.
like you're an NRI. You don't know what's really going on in the country. Yeah.
So today's
what were you
world,
doing?
today's
Wait,
World
one second, I don't know
Engineers
what
Day.
she's doing. Then we'll tell. One second. What are you doing in Gujarat exactly? Can you tell us? There's a conference, right?
No, there's no conference. I don't
Why are
know
you wearing the
why you
red
did that.
tag? There's a red
That's
tag.
my
Gone.
company tag. It's like we have a
But
company.
you own the company.
thing.
Why would you wear the tag?
I don't own the company, but it's like my
Okay,
ID
who
card,
owns the
like, you know.
company? Let's get this elephant in the room. Let's look at it right in the eye. Who owns the bloody company? My pop? Does my pop own the company, Ayushi? Is my
One of
father the owner?
people- He is one of the people that is a shareholder in the company. Yes, that is true.
How can you be embarrassed to be rich all the time? Your whole life you've been
Because you
embarrassed.
guys make
Just
me
wear it now,
embarrassed.
now. Wear it and let it be.
Yeah, I
You're
get
taking
so
pictures
much
of ships.
shit all the
I
time.
took pictures of the dhobi to tell my mom he brought the clothes. Look at our lives. They're so different.
I don't own the ship. I don't own the ship
Oh,
that I
you're
took the
suffering.
picture of.
Kajol, can you just because she's a woman, you never say anything to Ayushi. But if I spoke like this, you'd have attacked me and destroyed me, and nothing would be left but my eyebrows.
But
So
you always
please.
speak like this. So
That-
you need to be
exactly.
attacked
What
at
is there
some
to
point,
say?
na, Cyrus?
So what do you even say to Cyrus when he's on a rant like this? You just have to accept that he
That he's
does
an
not.
that he's an empty vessel.
He's empty vessel.
And there's lots
He's
of noise.
making noise. But I was
Abbas,
here for
sorry.
work. Abbas, you have a topic. You
Today
have
is
something?
World Engineers Day, and we have an
Very
engineer among us.
Yeah.
Our engineer is Kajol. Kajol, anything you want to
Please
say
wish
before we
me.
begin?
Happy
Happy
Engineers
World
Day.
Engineers Day.
Thank you. Thank
Why
you.
is it?
And,
Why is it celebrated as Engineers Day? What is the day today?
it is
For 15th of
15.
September.
Okay, so somebody was born.
No, nothing like that. It is
Oh,
What are you
the day.
damn.
kidding me?
It is
No,
the
no,
day
someone
when
was-
lots
it's a
of people who
birth
didn't get
anniversary.
into medicine had to take engineering. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's also
Mm.
there.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
also
Abbas,
there.
when is World Dentist Day?
I think
When do you want it to be?
32nd December.
That's right.
That
Yes.
sounds about right. That sounds. And
I'm
that's
not a big fan
works
of
for
dentists.
Abbas, non-existent.
I find it a horrible profession, actually, to be honest. I mean, in the sense that you keep your mouth open, but you can't talk. Can you imagine how torturous
Paid
that
for
is?
my education, so
I know that.
it worked for me.
I'm not against dentists. I'm talking about the whole act of doing it. You
Why
have to
though?
keep the guy's mouth
But it
open,
must
the
be tough for
saliva.
Cyrus. Like his mouth is open, but he can't talk, and there's no. It's just he has no control over the situation.
Something
The
Sadist
patient,
enjoy
not the
it.
doctor.
No, my uncle's a dentist, and he loves seeing me scream in pain and terror on
Huh?
the dentist chair.
Okay.
Yeah, dentists are a bit of sadists.
They're sadists. They're sadists.
In
And I've
real
tried
life.
biting his hand once or twice. So
What is wrong with
Okay,
you?
this is a very strange relationship. I would like to report it.
So he
Uh,
warned me. So the next time you bite my hand, I will give you all your teeth in your hand.
I think you need
Is he-
to
is
stop
he a
going
comedian?
to him. There are
I feel he's a better
dentists.
dentist. Huh.
Surely.
No, but I'll tell you that fear in the eyes also, doctors, surgeons get off on that sometimes. That's scary,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Because they can tell the fear, the relatives' fear, your fear. I wonder
Totally.
It's
how
a
do you deal
power
with that?
thing. It's definitely a power trip for people.
Yeah,
I mean, it's your authority figure, and they're so much more qualified than you that you're constantly having to defer to them. I mean, they could say anything and you'd
Yeah.
believe them, right?
There's a
such
little talk down that happens.
there's
I
too
do
much
notice that.
trust.
Yeah. There's a talk down in the tone, not so much in the actual words, but there's a condescension of sorts, I would say. Subtle.
Yeah, there is.
Subtle. Yeah.
And it gets worse
God,
when you
we
tell
just
them, but I
abuse
read
surgeons and
that
dentists.
this- and they hate it, when you come in with some research of your own, when they're like, which I get, but sometimes you're like,
Because
look,
of
I read that
Google.
it could be
Google.
this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cyrus, you got a phone.
Well, it's a toy, and my mom takes it back at 7 in the evening. I'm allowed to play with it
Aw.
till then.
no,
Yeah,
so you
these
have it
days.
for 40 more minutes.
Which
But
is
sometimes
where we won't have the audience, I can guarantee you for sure. It's
Do we
slipping
have
away
an
as we
Sometimes-
audience
speak.
right now? I don't know.
We do.
we
do,
have
do.
like 150 people watching.
Thursdays are
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 lowest
you
day.
kidding?
Thursday evenings are lowest
Yeah.
day. Yeah. It's the day everybody
Sometimes
does it.
dentists bullshit you also. Like someone will come saying that there was some treatment done and now the tooth is this thing bothering me. They just take the drill and put it near the tooth. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Make the
I'm
sound.
like no, and then they're like ab dekho theek hai, and the person is like ab theek hai, because psychologically the patient thinks ke yeah he fixed it for me. A lot of my friends in college did this.
What's
We
the
do
fuck?
that with
to say-
Kunal's
yeah.
makeup. With Kunal's makeup, we do that. He said, I'm looking horrible. We say, yeah, don't worry, and all that. Just from far do things like that without touching. And then
Yeah.
just convince him. It's a placebo sort of effect kind of thing. Yeah, I'm
Placebo
okay with
effect.
that.
Correct.
As long as you go back feeling better, how does it matter
yeah.
what the treatment was, honestly?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you feel
Okay.
better though after? Like, explain that to me.
Yeah,
Is
because
that
psychologically
true?
you're like, I was treated. The patient doesn't know.
Abbas, I have a theory. If you're basically
Yeah.
ugly, why do you even
Hmm.
bother with all this? You shouldn't go to the
I
dentist.
try my
Just leave-
best.
No, not
Are you
you
talking
personally.
about
You're very
specifically?
pretty.
That seems
Yeah.
very
No,
rude.
never do that. And how it'll be a pot calling the kettle Abbas. And in our country, Abbas being a minority and a kettle, that'll be hard for him. So I don't want to get into
Hamisha
True.
saying engineers have been left behind and you're talking about dentists.
that. Abbas
as it should
hijacked
be.
the show.
If you think about it, engineers are kind of like biology based. Dentists are kind of like biology based engineers.
No.
There's a lot of structural
No.
changes that they do,
No.
and they.
That-
No, her setup was wrong,
That
but
is-
what she
Man,
said
that's
is
I
right.
right.
know.
Wrong
You just
setup.
took a-
Wrong setup.
Well, the setup
That's
I
fine.
set it up. I changed it.
I will defend my
changed it.
rich cousin. It's fine.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
But you got what
whatever.
I mean. It's kind
Of
of
course.
in the engineering
It
realm.
is. It's architecture in a sense.
It is.
One second.
That's
That's
Biological
I will
architecture because your
I will
structures are coming in.
defend.
Yeah,
I will
go ahead.
defend
Yes.
engineers and architects. Okay,
Because you have an
dentists
uncle
are
who bites
sadists.
you and you have a engineering
I bite
degree.
him.
Go
I
ahead.
bite him. No, my point is this.
Stop
Okay,
saying
I'm-
that. I've got young children.
Wait.
I can't explain this podcast
No,
now.
you let
It's
me,
like an
let me
episode of
finish.
House
I
of
bite
the
him.
Dragon.
No, you don't bite him. You're a grown adult
Yeah.
woman. He's your uncle.
Biting is fine. Now listen. Okay.
No!
my point is this.
Two consenting adults can bite each other however they
Exactly.
want.
Uncle
Yeah.
and niece.
This is like
Okay.
an episode of the
Whatever.
House of the Dragon.
Oh, Baba,
So
you know, I
doesn't
can't.
Peter
I-
Peter give you a little nip at
You
times?
guys don't want me to talk about the porn behind the scenes, which is a clinical discussion, a scientific
We
in a
were
sense
fine with
discussion,
it.
or a
Ayushi has a
social
problem.
setting.
Yes,
You're
I do.
telling me
I'm
about
going to say
something.
I
No, no.
have a problem. with it.
It's as the co-host of the show,
I-
it's only fair I give equal airtime to all my panelists. So, Kajol, your rebuttal.
No, this is
my
a little
point is
bit
that this is-
more.
this is a
up in the air
non-topic.
there.
Listen to me, Cyrus. My point is this. I'm scared to death of dentists. Okay. So the moment I enter the clinic, I'm like, give me Novocaine, then you do what you want. Okay. Before I open my mouth, I'm like, I want Novocaine. And it's every time it's an argument like, no, I will not give you Novocaine. We will do drilling without Novocaine. Now,
Yeah.
engineers don't do that shit. Okay. Like you come,
Have you
tell
seen
me
the drilling they've done? We have 3 bridges in South Bombay that have collapsed.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
need
they
the
should
bloody
have used
Novocaine.
some drugs. I think they should have used some drugs.
Give us a Novocaine when we're crossing because we're going to go down anyway.
I
But why
like
would he
that.
not give you
I'll take
Novocaine?
that.
Is that like a
Yeah,
joke?
I was just about to say that because that's on their ego. The better the dentist is in his mind, like if he can do the surgery without anesthesia, he's a
Oh,
great
is that
dentist.
what are you
Yeah,
saying?
it's
yeah, yeah,
painful.
yeah.
So you don't even
It hurts.
No, but that's their claim that I will treat you so well without anesthesia, you
so
won't
the
even feel it.
Abbas.
Oh
Maybe
fuck!
honestly,
I
so
felt it.
will you
I
stop saying
really felt
pornographic
it.
things? Kajol, what are you saying? They're all sexual things you're saying. Don't say all this. I'll get in trouble. It's a very clean show. here.
Cyrus, when you do masters in dentistry, you're called an oral surgeon. I mean, how much more sexual can it get?
No. Just tell me one thing. Tell me honestly. So you're saying
Yeah.
your entire family, half of them are dentists. So they actually, it's an ego thing for them, regardless of whether the pain is
Yes.
too much for the
So
person.
my dad
there.
will do the surgery and he's like, "Did you feel anything?" And he's my dad. I'm fucking shit scared of him. I say no because even though my everything is paining, and he's like, "Yeah, I knew it. I didn't give you anesthesia."
It's
Oh
happening.
my
It's
God,
happening
somebody
live. This is
shout.
what I told you. All.
Oh, poor Peter.
It's brutality
Poor
called
Peter's been thrown away from the bed.
thrown out. And he's a very sweet dog who doesn't fight back. Can you hear her?
Why
Can you
can't
hear
you
her?
sleep on the
This
bed?
is
Why can't you
this is
sleep on
better
the
than
bed?
real wives
Can you
of
hear her?
Bollywood, real life of Bollywood wives.
This
And
is the
also the
animal
light
cruelty
is
in my
just
own
on
home.
Ayesha's eyes, so she looks like demonic at some point.
It's
Wait.
not. It's what you're saying, Ayushi, is absolutely correct. It's nothing to do with the lighting. You have no idea. Yeah. And I need
Cyrus,
Novocaine.
can you
I need
shift it
Novocaine
back
every day.
now? I feel like we are intruding
Dr.
Aisha's
Momin.
space right now.
Yeah.
Was that
Dude,
Sriram's comment that you put up on screen? Sriram says we now have a day dedicated to the average TVF show audience. Okay, I don't know what that means because
Neither
Bollywood
do
wives.
I.
Yeah.
I do not know this word.
Engineers. I
Oh,
it's
TVF.
supposed to be
Oh,
funny.
man.
It is supposed to be fun, but let's
Oh.
laugh anyway.
Oh, so it's a
Kajol.
Oh, look
sweet
at that.
baby.
No, look who's
Look
come.
at that.
Look at the person who's come. Ow! You can't hit me on the air like that, man.
Oh my God.
Right?
People
Sparsh, you
know
got
you're
your clip
too
for the
colored.
day.
Yeah.
Really?
That dog is on my bed one more time.
Can you hear her? If the dog is on your bed one more time.
Oh, we
I
can
think
hear
we
her,
don't need.
Cyrus.
I think we
can
don't need the
hear her.
headphones to hear
One
that.
sec. Let me tell you who's the boss. You! Come on, you! I'm not scared of you! Okay, so she had left the room before, but at least I had the guts to do it later. That's also 2 points for that.
So what's Kunal doing at home?
Ayesha needs someone to talk to. No, we don't have any friends. You've met her, right? So we can't give Novocaine to our friends when they come in. You know, you heard the Dr. Momin has told us we can't do that. Please don't ask
Okay,
me
let's-
questions that I can't answer. I don't know why he's here. It's like, just like a running film. I can't stop it. He comes and goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
reminder
I
for
wish-
the people watching, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share the episode if you like it. If you're listening to this on an audio medium later on, please leave a review. If you're listening to this on
What's
Apple
that?
Podcasts or Spotify, and rate us. Cyrus is displaying some sort of trophy right now.
I feel like people
That's my
should
wife.
watch
You don't
this
talk to
episode
my wife like that.
on video. This episode should be watched on video because that clip of Ayesha beating Cyrus, it's gold.
Also, we
Th-
started
that
putting
meeting-
shorter clips from the episodes individually. So, in case you don't have time to watch an hour and 15 minutes of an episode, you can see the funniest bits in a clip.
Yeah, by
on
the way,
Cyrus
why don't
It's
we
like
do
cock and
that?
bull reels. You're making
I
cock and
wanted
bull
to
reels.
understand that. Abbas, I know this is a conversation we should have offline, but who is
Very
curating
much.
the clips on those short,
Okay,
funniest
curating is a very
episodes?
polished word.
Yeah.
The half an hour that Sparsh gets to take lunch break, he just selects the whatever 5 minutes on the show and gives it to our
Abbas,
editors, and he's like,
no, listen. I have a
"Chap
good
do
thing. Why don't we do one of the biggest things on the internet is unboxing? Why can't
Yeah.
we do an unboxing? We have a great opportunity every week to do it, and that
Let's
is
do
we take
it.
Silvery,
Yeah.
and we take off the clothes. We unbox him. What is
But
he
there's
really
so many
like?
layers.
Yeah, there's so many layers.
We
So let's
don't
not
have
take
We'll be
enough
Silvery.
unboxing
time.
forever.
We have to
We don't
strip
have enough
Silvery.
time.
That's your
Yes,
great
we
idea.
do have
Strip
to
is a very
strip.
loose word here.
Unbox.
We are unboxing him slowly to see what lies beneath. And
Why?
yes,
Do you
it
really
may
want
not
to
be.
know?
Why do we need
And
to
if
do
he's
that?
actually
I sort
wearing
of do.
boxers that day, it'll be literal unboxing.
Oh, man.
No,
Thank
we'll
you very
stop
much.
with the
Bas,
Moving
it's
on.
terrible.
Novocaine.
Terrible.
Ask the father for Novocaine. I need some. Please,
No,
Baba.
all of you are stand-up comedians.
Not all of us.
Look, I'm not even a stand-up or a comedian. I'm an out-of-work actor. Please understand. I've been the same since the age of
Cyrus,
14.
you have
Yeah.
no idea what's been happening. So because I'm on this infernal show and because I say your name enough, my phone has started picking up. So now my YouTube suggestion videos is all of Cyrus's like golden age videos, like all your old stuff of when you did like award shows with all the Bollywood actresses, and like you on some American Indian Idol. I don't know what it is, and
I
it's
wanna-
just you. And I have taken some help from some items medicinal and watched these, and it has just made my life so much
Items
better. Thank you
medicinal.
so
Just
So you
much.
must have been
second.
cheering
Ayushi.
when she caught my hair and all that. You must have been one more from my side. I can see that.
Yes,
Teamwork.
yes. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, Ayushi.
It's so
the
much
phone-
better than that Just Friends.
Hello, friends.
episode.
But I'm quite a
Hello,
classy guy.
friends.
You better accept that because I've never told anyone to watch or do anything or follow anything. And I really don't want to do it now, even though Abbas keeps saying, tell them to watch.
Yeah,
how can you do
please.
that? You should never do that. Can I tell them not to? I feel it's
No.
the right thing to do.
No,
I
you
usually just
should.
explain.
I am contractually obligated to do a topic from the sheet that Sparsh has provided to me. So the first
Is it
topic of the day.
contractual? Do you act? Is
No,
it
no,
actually
yes.
in your contract?
No
yes,
rubbish.
yes. It is.
Absolutely
Yes.
I
not.
don't think
Yeah.
so. Because
What? This
we've
show
done
doesn't have any
episodes-
process to it. What
Exactly.
contract is he talking
Because
about?
we have done episodes where there's not been one topic discussed, not one.
You guys are not working here. I actually work here.
So
I have
action will
my
be taken,
job on the
Abbas,
line.
because you did a show where
Yes.
the topic was not brought out at all. And now what
It
will they
will
do?
be.
Talk you
Yes.
one day's fee, so it'll be $8 less. What are you talking about, bro? Come
Seriously,
on.
man, let it go. We'll give you the $8. You can take it out of our episode fee.
You should have married Ayesha because if she got angry and pulled your hair, guess who won? Guess who won? Because you ain't got none. Can you imagine the frustration of trying to grab something that's not there? You got the guts, woman. I'm here. I'm ready. Come on, let's fight.
Abbas, topic. Abbas,
I know,
please
right?
now give it.
Okay, so Cyrus, how would you feel if
In case you did hear that, then you may not see me
if
again.
you-
So, guys,
if
have a
you
good weekend.
actually Cyrus is not the right person. Ayushi
Oh,
also
shoot.
isn't. Kajol is also not because she doesn't do a job.
God.
Hello.
How would you
I
Sparsh-
feel-
have a job.
If you quit your job and you were given a raise,
I just want a raise.
which is exactly what a US based company is doing. They're called Gorilla 76 and they give a 10% hike to whoever gives them a 6-week notice while leaving. They give them
That's like a golden handshake only, brother. What's the big difference? That's when you leave
They-
and they give you a little money to like a severance package thingy or
They're
voluntary-
basically no, but I think this company boosts your salary by 10%. So actually
Yes.
it makes your last salary higher, which not only helps you in the interim to have the money, but also helps you as a good leveraging point at the next job, because then you have a better salary to jump off of. I think it's pretty
Okay.
cool.
So Abbas, why do you do that? Don't do a topic now. Get fired and get a 10% hike.
But this is not Gorilla 76. This is IBM.
And
This is-
and
this is-
this
this is
happens
baboon
abroad. It doesn't happen in
51.
India.
We're known as Baboon 51. We're very similar. We're all primates here. Come on, hold hands.
Sorry,
Oh.
Kajol, what were you saying? What happens abroad?
Sorry, Kajol.
All of this niceness happens abroad. In India, when you tell your boss you're resigning, there is a very cold and very horrible vibe which happens. I have given my notice period. I know.
Kajol, you sound
yeah.
like my Parsi relatives now. That's beautiful. Is it Anita's influence? Everything in India sucks. Everything abroad is great. You just get that view after some time.
No,
yeah.
in India, see, we can't take rejection. Okay, in any part of society, your boss can't take it. He takes it as a personal rejection. So
you
I've
quit.
had my when you quit.
Do you think
Oh,
the
that's a good point,
reaction is
actually.
different?
A male
Is
ego
the
is like
reaction?
that.
I was just about to ask that. Is the reaction different if the boss is not male?
No, the reaction is the same. It's just that we can't take
Can
it
I-
that you walked out.
There are
I
studies
think
to
it's
show
a
that
lot of
that
times
alpha
it's
females are very much like alpha males. Sorry, they're very similar. Huh? So the male, the gender thing goes out of the window when they go up the ladder finally. They become very similar in
Okay,
terms
Cyrus,
of
I'm going to
ego
take off on
building.
you
No,
on this.
that's-
1 second.
yeah.
Hold it.
I
Hold
said
it.
there's data.
Hold it.
Did I say it's me? Did I do
No.
the freaking data? No, I'm just telling you. And now
There's
you want
no
to take
data. You
off
tell
on
me-
me. Join
you
the
tell me.
line. Join the freaking line. I got no hair
No,
left.
I
Full
agree,
concept.
Cyrus.
I'll be Abbas.
I mean, wouldn't the woman have to play down her femininity to get there in the first place because
Correct.
she's
Well played,
surrounded by
Dennis.
surrounded by
jawab?
men?
Hey, koi jawab, Kajal ji? Engineer? Engineer man?
1 second.
Engineer
1
Saab?
second. 1 second. My point is this. I think you all have both worked with women in corporate spheres very, very long back. Things have changed completely nowadays. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ayushi doesn't have to I don't know, smoke a cigar at her desk to get taken seriously.
That's true. I do it just because I enjoy it. No, but
okay.
it's different now. It's different, and
There
I
was a-
think women like say what they want
but
or like they.
How is it if
Yeah.
if
That
it,
comment
if the reaction is not being the if whatever if the female boss is not being more quote unquote humane, then how are things changing?
I don't want to
empathetic
be more
than
humane.
It's not about
Again,
How
so
can
then you're
humane.
aping your male colleagues, aren't you?
It's not
You should have set a
aping.
better fucking example then. You didn't. You set this example. So now I'm doing this.
Exactly
So
my
it's done.
point.
He's
So
sounding
then
so
we go
male.
back to the vicious
One
circle.
second. One
She's
second.
sounding very male, no? Already.
You don't like it now. You don't like it. You like it when I'm nice and sweet and
That's
like,
what I'm
on the
saying.
Aggressive,
podcast.
No, one
gali.
second. This entire trope you'll have in your head that women should be nice is also a made up trope. It's because we have
No.
been oppressed. Let's
Can you
start from
please
there.
be
We have been
nice to me?
oppressed.
No, I'm
Look
trying to
where I
come at
come
it.
from. I finally find 2 other women to talk to, and this is how you treat me.
I
What
know, but
difference does
Cyrus,
this
you
make?
Cyrus, you are the
Mom!
anomaly. Cyrus, you are the
Yeah.
anomaly. You are
Yeah.
oppressed. We feel for you.
Yes,
You are actually a
thank
woman.
you.
You come
Thank
and
you.
you can be
I
on
am
our
a
side.
woman. I've been saying
I
that.
think you
Check out my
are.
eyelashes.
I know. And it's
I'm
a
coming
solid
at it.
C cup that you have going on. So as a woman, we like you. You can come on our side.
Okay, stop that, Cyrus.
Hey, Abbas, there
Yeah.
was a comment from VB, which right
Yeah,
when
can
Kajol
we
was making
have
that
that?
comment. Yeah.
So VB says,
Kajol,
Kajol, I'm experiencing that right now. The manager even rejected my medical leave yesterday and escalated it to the big boss, not the reality show. Yeah, that's a dick move. I mean, just because the person has applied for, has resigned.
wait, is this
Speaking
in
of
context of a
medical leave,
female boss? The immediate boss being female?
No, wait. I have a story. Okay. My mom used to work in Sophia College. She was a social worker there. And we should live on the campus. Okay. So once she took sick leave because she said, I've got fever. So in the evening, the doorbell rang and the principal, who was a nun, she was like, Hi, Anu, how are you? And she put her hand on her forehead. You know, it was
And your mom would have none of it.
how do you get it? And those are female bosses, by the way.
Yeah, stay where
Even
you are.
VB has
Stay
a
where you are.
female boss.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
because
point. That VB is
VB
saying a
just said-
female boss showed less empathy and escalated to the next boss,
Sorry,
male or female.
Cyrus, this entire thing about women having empathy is because it's a learned behavior on
What am I
our
saying?
part.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
we do not have
I've
this.
read stuff where they've claimed. Okay, just listen to what I'm saying. Don't get angry yet. I'll tell you when to get angry. Simply saying that as they go up the corporate ladder, they tend to become similar in their ruthlessness and clinical. There's that side to being on the top.
As
of
a boss,
sort of-
you have to be ruthless. The whole
Yeah.
idea that you're
So just
assuming
those-
women are something different in that position is something
that
wrong.
they are more generous-hearted than men. I think, generally speaking, initially
No,
that would be a fair
that
assumption.
is your mistake.
No, it's not my mistake. I spend my time only with women because of that. Look what I got. I hit the jackpot.
So basically, what we are saying is that regardless of whoever is your boss, you're the one getting screwed as an employee.
That's what she's saying. But VB is pointing out
That's
something on
what
our
she
side
said.
of us as men who are trying to degrade women who achieve great things in
I
life.
am not trying to degrade. I'm saying if
Not
nothing
us,
changes, go ahead,
I'm
Cyrus.
just looking. This is an example. Kajol herself gave an example of her mom staying at the house when the principal comes in and does, the whole. I mean, that's a little fascist, isn't it? To come into the house and say, I know. And I mean, it's like Karan Johar early works. I mean, so unnecessary the scene when you look at it.
You're
Yeah.
saying Karan Johar's early works were fascist.
No, he has a certain style in cinema. So there's a certain colorful loudness to this act, which
Right.
where there's vibrancy and there's hello. I can understand
Mm.
your point. Don't emphasize. It's like Kunal doing telling us a joke. There's always comprehension.
Kunal
there's
is
7
funny,
extra
yeah.
lines.
Cyrus, I don't know why you take his case so much.
Yeah, actually, even I used to feel that all the time. I used to be like, I don't know why we are now we're supposed to like be Team Cyrus, anti Kunal, but I like Kunal.
Yeah. Yesterday I was watching that
Team
segment you
Cyrus.
did about Nasruddin Shah and this Shabana Azmi being called sleeper cell. It was damn funny, and it was all Kunal.
But who wrote
Cyrus,
it?
I'm on your
Ask
side.
that.
Okay, we have to go into a break, Cyrus.
Well, the point about the female boss has not been, sort of.
No, but
Okay,
I'll tell
let's-
you.
let's-
give
let's
me
solve-
one.
resolve
If you
it.
give me 1 second, it's not even. I don't even think it's about female boss. Like just from my perspective, I'm a woman who works in a very, very male-dominated industry. Okay, I work in commodities. I work in like the surveying and inspection zone. It's very rare. Like I've been on board vessels where crew have wanted to take pictures with me only because they've never seen a woman on
So
board.
you know what engineering
doing
is
the same
like.
thing.
Kajol had the same
Yeah.
problem. There were two
Yeah,
women in the whole-
exactly. Those jokes of like engineers and like the ratio, that's how it is. Like conferences, rooms where there's 2 women and like 100 men. That is my reality. So when people say like, oh, how you should like, you should be the change and be the more empathetic person and show that honestly, double middle. I I could not care less about that shit. Like, I'm there to get it done. Like, and and this is a societal problem, but it's not on women to change this. It's not on us
Yes.
to suddenly be the more empathetic, nicer
I'm only
people just
asking
to
if
make you
genders,
feel
I'm actually
better.
bringing a
No.
secularism to the gender debate by saying that do they merge and become the same with power? Power corrupts the gender and it becomes genderless. There's no
Yes.
gender involved, and
Yes.
you just have a power figure. Hence, as a power
Yes.
figure, they treat you in such a way. VB immediately supported the statement. I don't think VB intended to support. Just put it out there. This is what happened.
And
That's
I
all.
feel bad that VV got denied sick leave, because that just sounds like an asshole boss. Like, I think there is nothing. I mean, that's
So,
just.
But
it
y'all are
it
only
sucks.
saying bosses have to be ruthless and hard.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah, but it's okay. I
But
know that
no,
there
no,
are times when people call me an
Abbas.
asshole. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. It's fine.
It's like a dentist, okay?
You
The
can't have
dentist
it
is
both
supposed to do
ways. You can't say
surgery.
you
No,
can't say the
dentist has to
boss
do
was an asshole,
surgery.
but hey, you gotta be an asshole if you're a
No,
boss.
no,
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 so
no, no. See,
let's
dentist
not
has
have
to
a
do
popularity
surgery.
contest.
He
That's
has to
not
No,
the
take
I
away
issue.
think it's
pain,
okay.
but he
It's
has to
I
fine.
do
like how
Novocaine.
Kajol is explaining to me with the dentist example when I quit dentistry. I did not
But
complete
she's also
it.
telling you like
Not
you're
a
9 years
doctor.
old. Abbas is even
No,
telling
I
you
want
like
to,
you're
but
9 years old. The tone is a little put downy, I felt.
which
She's already the
reminds
boss.
me, we have a
Kajol has
show on
become
the
the
IVM
boss.
network called Explain Like I'm 10. New episodes every Friday.
Wow, that was
Please
really
check
good.
that out.
I like
And
But
that.
we have
last
another
word.
show, a
Yeah.
show called Silvery will explain in 10 minutes because it's like in Bangalore there was a guy and just 1 second I've got it here.
I
Yeah,
wanted to
yesterday
explain
he
to
was like
Antriksh
he couldn't
where
find
I
it.
was geographically. I wanted to explain to Antriksh. I was going to tell him I'm in Kandla and I wanted him to find it on a map on the show. And then I said it was Abbas, and I was like, oh, he'll find it fast. He knows what he's doing.
I have no fucking clue where. Kandla? Is that the place?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Last word, complete your dentist analogy, Kajol.
I finished. I'm
Ah.
just saying a
Oh, you
dentist
done?
has to do surgery. That is his
Yeah.
job. He might cause
Yeah.
you pain, but if he refuses to give you Novocaine, then he's an asshole.
On that note, we'll see you on the other side of this break.
A tweet from Amit Doshi saying incredible work by everybody, but I think it's for somebody else. He's obviously not watching the show.
That's not
It
our
doesn't add
show.
up.
This is not
Can't
this
be,
show
right?
for sure.
Just check out his Twitter handle in the break, guys, and then we'll come back. Amit
Uh.
Doshi, what does he mean?
We're back.
1 second.
I
was
enjoyed
also thinking-
Amit saying Bum Sakarwala. Okay, I'm just going to put that there.
Yeah. Clearly not a family he knew growing up in Karachi. But I'll just say this: look at all the female politicians and how powerful they were, right?
Oh, you're
Like a
still
Maggie
there.
Thatcher
Mm.
or a Jayalalitha or Mayawati or Mamata Banerjee today. You just look all around the world anywhere. Just look at them. Except, of course, I don't know about Truss. Truss, I have no idea about, but we'll find out. I'm just saying. So all these leaders, they become, what is the word? Manified in a sense. That's the point. They get the
No,
bad qualities of men,
one second,
which include
One
all
second.
this.
No. You're taking the qualities of men as
Look
a
at the
base.
beating I'm going to get, Abbas. Now keep quiet.
Let me finish that sentence, Cyrus. You're taking the qualities of men as a base because that is how the world has been. It's been a man's world. Okay. So you're taking that as it's just a behavior of people under power. It is not specifically a gender thing. It's just that women have not had power for a long time.
And
No,
now
so
that
what's
we
your
have a
point?
taste of it,
My
why
point
not
is that
bring it back?
isn't there a sameness then? Once you get
But
to power,
it's
there's
the
a
sameness
sameness.
which derives from power. As a leader, you have to be ruthless.
No, but that's
Okay,
not
so
good
I'm
enough.
not
Now,
with
when
you.
there's
That
no
is-
distinction between the female virtues and the male virtues or lack of virtues, so to speak. But once they reach a power position, they're all horrible or can be looked at as horrible.
I'm just saying that we assume that dogs are loyal and all dogs are loyal because it is something we are bred
Do you
into
know that
them.
police forces keep female dogs over male dogs because of loyalty? Loyalty,
What?
the female dog is more loyal than the male. It's relative, but it's true.
Is that
Most
real? Is
police
that true?
forces. Yeah,
I
it's
don't
true.
think so. I've not heard it.
Well,
What is your source?
come here
Cyrus?
with science. Always talk to me about science. I'm a science guy. All right. Give me science. SC, whatever it's spelled after that. That's what I am. Yeah.
Oh,
What is she
Cyrus
wiping
wants
her nose?
science.
Like Marie Antoinette? What's going on there? Abbas, sorry, let's go back to the show. I think we've exhausted the fascism.
Yeah, I
women
think
talk.
so. The best way to change track would be to go into our
That was good enough.
to our sustainability story of today, which is brought
Okay.
to you by the Volvo XC40 Recharge. So, Cyrus, a feel-good story I read today comes all the way from Kolkata, your favorite state, where we find a young man named Saket Mohta, who is the director of Merlin Group. Saket has a vision to make Kolkata a sustainable habitat through activities focusing on environment, public health, and education. How does he do it? Abartani, the first project Saket recently launched, centers around integrated waste management. Currently functioning in
I
Kolkata.
can't understand what you're saying because I'm distracted by the two women. One is touching her face, the other one is moving all over the place. It's driving me nuts. I have ADD anyway. Look at Kajol, she's wiping her cheeks and all that in the middle. Yeah, what is she doing?
Let me tell you what
She's
Saket does.
threatening me like this powerful woman figure. It's always threats.
What
Go on.
Saket does is he's currently functioning in Kolkata's neighborhood of New Town. He's partnered with Kolkata Society for Natural Heritage to create awareness for segregating solid waste at source and sending the solid waste materials to self-help group women at a zero waste shop. This has helped reduce almost 58 metric tons of monthly carbon footprint. And it just goes to show that if we all work together, keeping our planet in mind, even these small things could contribute a long way in improving our lives and the lives of our children. And that was today's sustainability story powered by the Volvo.
Can I tell you what I do every single day?
Let me complete, Cyrus. Powered by
I-
the Volvo XC40 Recharge.
Oh, thank God! I let you complete. But I want to tell you, I do my bit every day. I used to let the AC run at 4:45 when I get up, but now I put it off because I would wait 2 more minutes while I wake Peter
Everybody
up and
slow
take him out of
clap.
the room. Yeah.
Slow clap, guys.
So
slow
basically,
clap.
you're
Thanks.
acting like my mother. Okay, she does the
Yeah.
same thing. When she's done with the AC and whatever, it's put off.
Absolutely.
Everyone else can go.
She's an
fuck
alpha
themselves.
female. You see, she and me are the same. Misbehaving in the room that I own.
Again, like more parallels between you and powerful women. I'm telling you,
Yes.
Cyrus, you belong with us.
I'm a
You-
lady.
You
But
are. I think that
I gotta tell
that
you-
song, that man, I feel like a woman, that should have been sung by you.
Yeah.
100%.
The song I wanted was "Man, I'm Feeling a Woman," but that's so long ago. So I'll go with this one. Yeah, this is the one for me. But I do upset the missus immediately by putting everything off when I wake up. She hates that,
Obviously.
and I'm also light put off her everywhere, including IVM. Rishi gets upset because I put all the switches there as well. It is still
But
in the
that's
room.
not, please don't do that.
trained.
That's the worst.
trained.
Don't be that person.
My
Don't be
dad
that
trained
person.
me from childhood. Everywhere I go, I put things off. I leave
Yeah,
the
but
gym, I
it-
put things off, and then everybody's in.
Okay,
I
that's
just do
like,
it. It's natural.
you're not an environmentalist. You're a
Is it
menace.
wrong?
It's
I'm a
you're a menace.
The word prick comes to mind. Yeah.
Okay, Cyrus, sorry. This comment comes from Ramanathan Neelakantan. Cyrus acting like my parents
See?
now, switching off AC when I have 3-4
There's a
hours
whole
of sleep still
subculture of
left.
us people who do this because my father convinced us the room stays
Subculture
cold
nahi hai.
anyway.
This is Indian culture.
Culture. It's
Yeah.
a mad
It's-
Indian uncle culture. Like
It's
you're
there. I'm
peak
not the only-
uncle when you do that.
I'm just saying it's there across north, south, east, west of India. There are people like me. It's not like one person who's doing this in the entire country. Lots of people put things off immediately and conserve energy. Sustainability is a factor here. What about that?
No, it's just convenience. You've got up at a certain
That's-
time. You're leaving the room. You put it off. Whoever else is lying there,
The
sorry.
end
bad luck.
result, to tweak Machiavelli and the Arthashastra a little bit, the end result justifies the means, not just the end justifying the means. The end result is what? The end result
love
is that I have
that.
sustained everything there. Yeah.
Shavik
No,
Bakchi says
No,
my
that's
bai
because
switches off the
Kautilya came
fan
up
while
with
I'm
This is
sleeping.
Chanakya Kautilya's real
Shavik,
thing,
she
which
needs to
Machiavelli
clean the
works on
house.
in The Prince.
But
These are my
but
favorite
dude,
quotes.
this is a bi problem. I think all the bis met one day and they decided that when they're done sweeping, they will not put the fan back on. Everybody
the
has this
sweeping-
problem.
But
Why
after
is his
sleeping,
bai
when they do
sleeping with him in the
quota,
same room?
then
He's not
they put the
sleeping with
fan.
him. She comes to clean the room and switches off the fan.
It
And when
doesn't
she
say
leaves, she
that
doesn't
clearly.
switch it back
It
on.
just says that my bai switches off the thing. So that just insinuates that perhaps they, I don't
No,
want to get into
Cyrus,
this.
it does not insinuate that. No, but
Maybe it's
also an
bay. Like he messed up the I and the E, and he's like, my bay switches off.
So is
it
shipping,
while I'm
is commodities going through the ground right now that you have to turn to comedy and prey on us
Like, I
vultures?
would
We
fail
don't have
so
enough flesh here
badly.
for ourselves. You
I
want
would
to join the
fail so
club?
badly.
A market which there are more people performing than watching. Please leave us alone. Yeah.
Kajol, what are you saying?
Indian bedrooms, okay, they never keep the light and fan switch near the bed. For some reason, it's always near the door. So even if
Yeah.
someone
Yes.
switches off the fan, you have to get out of bed and put
Because
it back on.
you're gonna
Yeah.
put on the light when you enter the door, right? You're gonna stumble in the dark and reach the
But
bed
nowadays,
and then
in,
put
in,
on.
in modern bedrooms, they have light
by the
switches also
bedside.
near the bed. It's near the bedside, like hotels.
I do it out of
A
I do it
lamp.
out
The
of love,
hotel thing,
Kajol.
that master switch, which is near the
Yeah.
bedside table, so that one gets you into bed. That,
I do
like
it out
that.
of love because I love to hear my wife's voice first thing in the morning, which is put the fucking fan on. And just
So,
I just feel that beautiful.
Every time you tell us about Ayesha, even though you make her sound like the aggressor, it always comes down to everyone else feeling like she was justified. She
Yeah.
was
saw her.
yeah. What
She's
did
a
you do?
What
what
did
did you do for her to
fascist
react like
personality.
this?
I'm Mother Teresa. I'm a gentle person. I'm a bit of a tease. I agree and all that, but not more
This
than
is
that.
wrong. This is
I'm
wrong,
a bit of
Cyrus.
a
Only raise
tease.
my hand when I'm pressing bars.
Cyrus, what are you teasing?
How do I
You're
get out?
saying,
Kajol, help me get out of
that
this
is
one.
that is terrible
Twisting
tease
myself
also.
here.
It
I
was
didn't
terrible.
mean it. Stop it, you evil women. That's not what I meant to say. Yeah.
But I
okay.
think it's a bill paying thing.
It was
because
just a
during
weird.
COVID,
Nothing
I know.
happens like this, Cyrus.
Yeah, well, we
yeah.
win some, lose some.
Fail.
Let it go now.
electricity
Okay.
thing
Red
though,
card.
I will
Yes.
say this just to like take us back on topic. Was
Speaking
more
of
that I think it's a-
electricity,
yeah,
Let
okay,
her
Abbas,
finish,
take
you
it away.
fucking
No,
bully.
take it away. It's done. I was trying to help. I don't want to get into this. I was trying
again
to get us off.
contractually obligated to do topics from the list. This is the fuck all segue. So electricity comes from science. Speaking of science, scientists have found.
Okay,
It's
my
not a
story
bad
was
segue.
better.
We
No,
had
my
much
story
worse
was
segues.
my story was better, hands down.
I'm
You
no
fuck with
But you
Shreyas.
didn't complete your story, so I'll never
What
know.
was your story? Yeah, Ayushi.
No, my story was nothing. I think it's just like this weird mentality of also Indian cheapness. Like during COVID, where I took over all the like all the bills because everything became online, right? And I used to be able to do it so much quicker. And I found that the minute I
That's
started
so
getting
mean.
the electricity bills on my phone and looking at them, I was going around the house. The fuck is wrong with all of you leaving all these fans and lights and everything off and just putting them off? And that's when my dad was like, now you get it. Now you see when you look at a bill and you realize how much you're wasting. And I think it's just we're all cheap. We're all cheap people.
No,
How
but what
rich
is
are
wrong-
you guys
the
that you
cheap
don't even
is
look at your
password.
bills?
It does even
No, not
confused.
me. He looks at them, not me. I never used to
Exactly.
look at the bill.
Cheap is a very. I don't think it's the right word you're using. That's like an abusive, exaggerated word. The word you're using is more like frugal, careful. It's more in that
Yes.
area. This cheap
Yes.
is terrible because cheap is like, okay, I want to buy a second-hand car instead of a first-hand car, but I just want to save money and I don't care what it
That's
looks
not
like.
cheap. That's also smart. Buying a second-hand car, there's nothing wrong with that.
There is
Ayesha,
a
you listen to her.
there is a Hindi मुहावरा about this कि पैर उतने ही फैलाने चाहिए जितनी लंबी चादर हो.
Correct.
Thank you very
Wow,
much.
Correct.
even your
Yes.
face
Because I have a
has
chadar
someone
that doesn't
thanking
fit.
Abbas.
So this is
Huh?
exactly right. My legs are always under the out of the chadar because it's only like 5 feet.
Exactly,
and
because
other
you
is longer,
extend
yeah.
everything. You overspend.
No, it's because it was for the kids when they were like 7 or 8, and then I
You're
took
left
it.
in the cold, which is why you switch off the AC as soon as you get up.
I don't switch off the AC because I love cold, but the thing is, I'm not there, so why should anyone else enjoy the cold? I
Right.
usually put it off.
You're sadist as
So
well.
you're not cheap. You're just selfish.
Self-centered, selfish. No, I'm very generous, as you will know one day when I leave the podcast to you. You'll be, oh, he died
Yeah, do
so
we
young.
inherit? We should look at the contract.
Do we inherit?
inherit?
Do we
Of course
Who's the
we inherit.
first in the line
You're
of
all
succession?
shareholders. You're well,
Does
Silvery
Silvery
was,
get
but
it
we have to
first?
unbox him. Until then, we can't,
Imagine if there's like a
Well,
succession based show
given
on
Silvery's
Cyrus
heart
Like,
problems.
who does he
Imagine
give it to?
you'll hire gundas and start killing each other and all
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's a podcast.
No, but listen, someone on the YouTube comments went and wrote an entire tier architecture of the hosts. Okay, there's tier
Shut
1,
up.
tier 2.
Really?
Yeah, I know. You're on tier 1, Ayushi. You can rest. Abbas is on tier 4. He'll have to work a bit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I reject this tier theory.
How
Which
can
tier
they
is
take this?
Cyrus? Which tier is Cyrus?
It's not about
Cyrus
me.
is
It's
above.
about
He's a monarch.
I must have written it.
He is a monarch. That's true.
Do you
But how
remember
do
the
we
rest of the tiers?
I'm
a
on tier 2
class-conscious
with
podcast.
Shreyas.
Okay. What?
Uh,
Shreyas is
yeah.
on tier. I'm below Shreyas.
Why is
You're
Abbas
two
on
One
four
tiers
then?
I don't
below
even
Shreyas.
host that much. By the way, I've hosted twice so far, so this is not a good poll because you guys have hosted.
I mean,
a lot
he
more
likes
than
girls,
I have.
boss. Come on, it's a gender divide here. Straight away, he likes the
Again,
girls,
you
but I
brought
would do the
gender
same thing.
into this. You're
So
such
I
a
think
woman.
Panya-
Always bringing gender into things.
Panya's on tier 1.
From a ladies' man to a
Naveen
Panya is
ladies.
also tier 1.
Panya's
But
tier 1.
Panya's never hosted.
Shriram is on tier 1.
Hey, fuck all. Then Sriram only
mean?
wrote this.
Hey, that's not right.
By the way, yesterday.
Okay,
But
who's
how
on
is
4
Puneet
other than
on-
Abbas?
How is Puneet on 1? I've never been. Has he hosted? I've never
I
been
think
on
it
a
must have
Puneet
been a
He's
hosted.
panelist
terrible.
tier.
He must have bought
Not
it.
host.
I'm sure. Huh?
The panelist
Really?
tier. Yeah.
But who's on 4? Who's on 4 with
4 is Abbas and okay, one second. Now that you're not going on
Antariksh.
so much, I'll have to pull it
By
up.
the way, people were very
Antariksh
worried
must be
yesterday.
one.
Sriram was not speaking much. They were like, did he have a breakup?
I know he was very quiet
He was-
yesterday.
he
was
very.
low
I
energy
tuned in. I had
and-
time yesterday. Oh, sorry. Also, I apologize. Yesterday, I was a menace on the show.
Yeah,
Sparsh
no,
has
non-stop,
messaged
man.
me on the side.
Keep quiet.
Stop
Get off
this.
the chat. Yeah.
Okay. Are you all ready? Are you all ready?
Yes, yes.
Can you share the screen
Tier-
or that won't be possible?
No, it's okay. You can read it out.
Okay. Tier
Oh, don't
1.
feel bad, Abbas. It doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. I'll have to give her screen sharing permissions and all that stuff.
And you don't want to because you're on the 4th tire, right? If it were the 1st tire, we'd be spending 20 minutes on this subject.
Correct.
Then I would have made a PowerPoint presentation on slide
This would have
1.
been the topic. This would have
Do
been
you
the
want me to
topic
read it or
sheet.
not? Do you want
Yeah,
me to
go
read it?
back.
I made a mistake. Okay. Puneet is not on tier 1. Okay. Tier 1, Amit, Antariksh, Ayushi, Naveen, Sriram. Tier
I belong there. I know it. Thanks.
I know you. Yes, good. Tier 2, Kajol, Shreyas. Tier 3, Akash, Meghnad, Punit Panya. And Tier 4, Abbas and Nivedita.
Wow.
Silvery?
Only 2 of us are employed by IBM, and that's tier 4. But the boss is on tier 1. So I don't know.
Why?
No,
tier
one thing.
one-
Antriksh is on tier 1.
Oh, yeah, Antriksh is also.
But
on what?
Meghnad is tier 3.
Yeah, Meghnad is
3,
tier 3.
yeah.
But what does it mean? Why? What does the tier mean? Like, what does it denote? What does it try to say?
We
We
only have
donate
to
the
donate.
least.
We only donate.
Okay, so tier 1 is
So what
the
is-
people
I mean,
this guy loves the
the
most.
Yeah.
And
But
then
this
it
is
all
so
goes down
arbitrary.
from
This
there.
guy
Wait,
could really
who he
just be
likes
anyone. I
listening
mean,
to,
like,
or who has the most bhav on the show, kind of thing.
Who he likes the
No,
most.
it can't be.
Why
the
are you
most
asking
powerful
us? We did not
factor.
write this.
We didn't write this.
Who's the guy who did it?
Can you
first?
tell the username of the person
Yes,
who
I
wrote
will.
this?
Yes, I
They
will.
might, if they are in the comments.
But it's a powerful
Extremist
female.
Enigma.
Oh, no wonder Sriram is tier 1. If his name is Extremist Enigma. Extremist Enigma, if you're in the chat today, please justify your tier
Isn't it a
list.
great way to polarize people? Just start a ranking system. It's
And
just
you know,
gonna
the thing is,
divide.
this is creating in-house drama, because now
Yeah.
this is like, on the chat there'll be some politics and all, like,
And
No,
we
at
should
the
get
very least,
Diwali
there's
bonuses
dissent. Immediately, there's
based on this.
dissent, and then it gets really bad in wishes.
Did
because
someone say
people
the
are
word bonus?
we don't
upset.
get a Diwali bonus.
Yeah, we should.
अब्बास मनोजर is saying अब्बास श्रीराम से काहे जलता है? बहुत जलता हूँ यार. हम दोनों failed
Why?
comedians हैं. हम दोनों
For
एक
the
दूसरे से
hair.
नहीं जलेंगे तो कौन जलेगा?
I thought
Hey,
it's
she's making a
Hair, I
nice
don't
joke.
give a
And
shit.
yeah.
What,
Sorry,
Cyrus?
Ayushi. Nothing. I
Like,
thought
it does.
you're killing a
But one
punchline.
second, I want to
you
go
killed
back
it.
to the
It's done.
bonus thing. We don't get a Diwali bonus at IBM.
The bonus in IBM is you're still there after the
Sparsh is saying we.
That's the bonus.
He worked for IBM, no? This is us.
He does.
Is this
He's the only
Amit,
salaried employee.
money?
He's on tier 5. Sparsh is on 5. वो तो बेचारा अकेला है. There's nobody there.
Sparsh
Rishi
is
not even-
driving the train on which all these tiers
Rishi
are.
still has to enter the road. Yeah, exactly.
I think Rishi is actually the enigma who's writing this. He's from.
Yesterday we asked Rishi so many questions about getting married, and he was very awkward about it.
Rishi's
Honestly.
getting married?
Well, they're looking for.
No,
girls
he's
for
asked
him.
us to make a profile for him on shadi.com and like look for girls. Do you have anyone in mind, Ayushi?
Like,
How much do you
and
make?
he doesn't mind if the
Rishi?
look and all plump, thin, tall, short,
much do you
old,
make?
young.
Is plump a
range
bad
देना.
thing about?
No, it's not a
Cyrus?
bad thing. I'm saying he's very keen on any girl. He's
doesn't
not one of those
mind.
guys with the fixed,
Um,
How
I have
old is
friends who I.
Rishi?
Huh? Rishi
How
is
old is
28,
Rishi?
20, but he
Tell
looks
na, how
70.
old are you? He's pointing at the clock. Oh, never gives a shit
He's
about
getting
the
older. His
show.
point is he's getting older, Abbas, so be careful.
What, 20,
Yeah.
25? 25?
28, I checked all
He's
this,
26.
Baba.
He's
28.
He's 26 and he's getting
28.
married.
In
Rishi,
December, he will
calm
turn
the F
29,
down.
but he won't give us the exact date. So we have to find out.
He
Salary
looks
बता ना,
16.
कोई सुन रहा होगा तो interested होगा.
So then how do we get him married?
मेरे को
No, we
भेजेगा.
have to. The salary is
26
not
में
gonna
क्या शादी करनी है? Like, go
20.
He
enjoy
makes
yourself.
good money. He walks around with headphones that cost 14,000.
Ayushi, you're now demoted to tier 3 because of this attitude. 3 times I've said his age is 28. Off you go. Remove her. Put her down.
Please.
But the girl,
Eknath Cooper love.
the girl will have to move to Panvel if she marries Rishi. That's
Oh,
that's the thing.
I have to eliminate the one that I was thinking of.
No,
Oh,
listen, I've seen
damn.
Rishi without the clothes, and let me tell you, girls, this is going to be worth your while. Panvel is nothing. Nothing. I would walk with Rahul Gandhi from Kanyakumari to Kashmir to meet Rishi if I was a girl.
Wait, let me
Please.
embarrass him a little more.
Please embarrass him. Why let him off the hook?
Rishi, how much do you make in a
Oh,
year?
sweet, the blushing bride. Oh, the ruk gaya bichara. And what are you covering? Your face is not even there. There's nothing to cover. Don't cover the headphones. We don't care. Oh, this
Sorry,
is
Sparsh, the
tantamount to sledging.
topics went out of the window.
I think you
What
can do
we-
another one. I think you can do one more.
Scientists
do
have
Amy's.
discovered 2 planets which are habitable planets, and you can apparently live up to 3,000 years. Would you be open
That's
to
not
that?
true. That's not true. You don't live up to 3,000
There's
years.
a lot of science. I just
You just have
Yeah,
a
go
no.
ahead.
It's because now this is ridiculous. You fucking
No, he
send
read
the
what he
sheet and
wanted
y'all
to.
don't
There are
use it.
8 lines. You read 3 of them, put them together, and that's it.
No,
The context changes.
the planets go. They take longer to go around their sun. So one of the planets takes like 8.5 days to go around the sun. So your year is so much
It's a
shorter.
longer year, but you
So
still die the same amount of time. You
8
look at it in
Earth days
seconds.
is 1 day there, correct?
No, so you just end
No,
up celebrating a lot
it's
more
just 2 days.
birthdays as such. So even the
2.7
article
days.
said it's about more parties.
More
Article said it's parties. It's not like
One
because
thing
it's
India
about
doesn't need is
celebrating
more
more
parties.
birthdays.
I'm just going to give them out to you. BJP. Congress.
But it needs more
AAP,
parties.
TMC. I'm just saying. Let's just stop
That
there.
way, Parsis live double our lifetimes. They take.
Don't
You'll
base it on Prince
celebrate
Charles
each
and
birthday twice.
family.
You'll celebrate each
That's true.
birthday
But
twice.
not the only, the other communities also have
Why
this,
twice?
Parsi birthday and normal
Like
birthday.
one Parsi
there's
calendar.
a Irani
Oh,
calendar
okay.
thingy and yeah. But it's hello. There are others
When's
who do
your
that
Parsi
also.
birthday,
No.
Cyrus?
I don't know. I don't even know my real birthday.
When's your real birthday?
7th of August.
Oh damn it! I was going to
Oh
give
yeah,
it
it
another
went. We
date.
celebrated it. We celebrated.
Cyrus
Yeah,
and
yeah.
my
Yeah,
mom share
Thanks
a
for the
birthday.
presents. Oh, nice. Now don't call me mom, huh? Whatever happened. That's not right. Yeah.
There's a bit
I
of
was
an
gonna actually, I was
Yeah.
gonna reach out to Cyrus when the Queen died because I was like, is everything? Did
The
you
only person
manage?
really upset was Kunal, who at 11:15 is messaging us. Is it true? Is it true? You know, I mean,
Because he lost
I didn't
a
have the same
character.
feeling, to
Because
be
he
honest.
lost a character.
No, not just the character. He's a royalist. He and my daughter, so they really take all this seriously. For me, I was like, "Can you let me sleep? I've got squats in the morning." It's horrible.
But have you seen the videos of Charles? Like he just looks like such an unlikable idiot. Like it's horrible.
You've got your British visa, right? Just checking. Just checking.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we're
I
almost
that's
an
it.
hour in. I
Secure.
think we should go to the
England
AMAs.
is like India. There are two types. There's the royalists and the non-royalists. The royalists are very touchy. It's like sacred. You can't say anything about the monarchs or anything like that. The monarchy.
What
They get
rubbish.
very
I think
that
it's
happened.
ridiculous.
No,
Royals
someone
different to them.
heckled Prince
She knows. She
Andrew.
was in Warwickshire for 10 years. Huh?
Yeah, but they know over there, yes, there are royalists and there are the
Yeah.
very
And
anti-monarch.
they're like
I
us. They're
belong to
emotional about
that.
their we Indians are with
If-
religion
if-
when it comes to that.
No, but 1 second. If the entire country can discuss how Charles called himself a tampon, okay, then to me that is the biggest skewering ever, right? There's no freedom
No,
of
look
thought.
at what they're doing. There's a queue and this is not even a lie. There's a 5-mile queue stretching through London, and people are standing in it and walking for 5 miles. It's going to take them upwards of 2 days to walk past her coffin. You can't stop there. You can't do anything. You can't leave the
Kajol,
queue. You can't place hold
I'll
the
give
queue.
you a
Nothing.
parallel.
It's
like for
insane.
me to walk in Walkeshwar when VIP movement is there. Okay, and the cops tell you get out, and throw you out of the road. It's exactly the same feeling. But you can't go anywhere. But you're sort of going somewhere, but not really going anywhere at the same time. It's really bad, and that's what they're going through. It's a nation grieving.
Vinayak Shankar Sharma is saying, cut to Cyrus releasing his 100,000th episode, still talking about VIP movement. Okay, we should go to the AMAs. The first
But Abbas,
question.
by then you'll be on tier 3. Huh? I'll fight.
I'm sorry, but wait, stop everything. VB just said
Yeah.
Roger Federer has retired.
Oh, really? Oh, how sad.
What?
After next
Or maybe
week.
that is not. Yeah, I guess.
No.
Is he pretty? Guys, we don't have time to discuss that. I'm sorry.
Ayushi,
We'll
Alcaraz has come.
take it up.
This is the
on
first time I
Monday.
actually feel the old order changeth.
Yes, it
Alcaraz
is.
at
It is.
19, US Open, that run on the other end, two
Is it
finals
true?
in this year,
Spurs is
Grand
fact
Slam
checking.
finals, and you got all the 3-4 Zverev once he
You
recovers.
I think
Thiem.
all of them actually, no, Medvedev, Zverev, all of them are really good. It's just that I don't
That's
think
what.
anyone's going to do the 22 Grand Slam thing anymore.
He's
That's
19.
done.
Carlos is only 19, and he's already got one down. Okay, Nadal's now reaching the end of his tether. Djokovic is not going to be allowed to play anything but Wimbledon, and he'll be 35 next year.
No,
So,
I
hello.
think next year they'll allow him to play the Aussie one. They won't do it again.
No, we've got monkey flu and all. We're pushing other things now. How will the medical fraternity survive
You
without scaring
bite your
people?
tongue right now that none of it's coming. I want to see Novak play. That's all.
I love
care about
Novak,
the
but
flu.
you crazy people going after this COVID for the last 3 years, wearing masks and cleaning hands. Who's
I
going to stop
agree.
you
It's a
misbehaving
scam.
again?
It wasn't real.
Scam!
COVID, fake news.
Bastards. These people in this building next to me and the next building, put your mask on,
Oh,
put your
yes.
mask on. I'll
He
put a
has
mask up your
announced
ass,
his
ma'am.
retirement.
I wouldn't really do that. I just said it to her.
Oh, I
Okay,
think I
we'll
need to
cry
go
about his
cry.
retirement more the next time Ayushi is on the panel. With that,
What are
we'll
you
go
saying?
to the
Abbas, it's not a
AMAs.
small thing. Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored, I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me. You talked about the Queen, and that's a huge thing, end of an era. But Roger Federer retiring is a
This is
huge
so much
thing.
bigger. This is
It's
huge.
The first
I mean,
question
India
comes
should
from Aditya
not work
Raju.
tomorrow. Friday,
Cyrus, what
yeah.
is your take on the khaki shorts burning pic shared by Congress? Why is Bharatiya Jumla Party hurt with this pic?
I think Congress missed a trick. If you want to talk about khaki shorts, you should say that they've copied the British. It's not a very desi thing. And you should point out that this is a very Britishy thing. So they are royalists and they want the colonizers back. That's what they should have said. That would have made logic to me. This when you start behaving like the opposition, everybody's just thugs. I don't get it. It's just not fun anymore. It's like banter and abuse. Banter is fun. Abuse is just stupid. It's like savages, it's vile abuse. Like you and me, Abbas, we do banter. Silvery
know.
and you and me, we
Abuse.
abuse him. We just keep abusing him. It's very different.
Okay, the next one comes from Gaurav Pilania. This is for all of us. Good evening, all. What's your favorite comfort food?
Chips. I love chips.
Ghee and hot rice.
Just rice? Just rice and ghee?
No, then I have fish with it. But ghee and
I know
hot rice.
Sparsh is asking not
None-
patta
none was
gobi.
feeling
Is that
your
an
mother's
inside
head.
joke?
You have to check your fever every day. It sounds terrible.
What? Ghee and rice?
Ayushi?
Okay, that's what you like.
Honestly, a really good comfort food is like mutton biryani on a Sunday. That eating with your hands with some raita, that's like yum.
I'm sorry to say, so far,
My whole
Kajol,
mouth filled with spit. My
your
whole
suggestion
mouth
is
filled
just
with
not
spit
working
right
for me.
now.
I think my chips, as boring as they sound, everybody likes chips. Mutton biryani, everybody likes mutton biryani or biryani of some kind. So at the
But
moment,
that's what comfort food is supposed to be, right?
yeah, but the ghee and the rice thing is like
The ghee
punishment.
and the
It's like,
rice,
you
I
didn't do
don't
your
know.
homework. That's all you get. Yeah.
For
Ghee
me,
and
it's
rice is amazing.
khichdi and coconut chutney. Comfort food. Okay.
The ghee and rice is tier 3. That is tier 4.
Khichdi and ghee.
Okay.
Khichdi and ghee is good.
Yeah.
Vivek
my wife
Barthwal
is
says, Thursday evening is such a schedule killer. I'm so used to listen to it during commute that I have started listening to the old episodes. Cyrus has a creature. For
What
the
does that
audio
say?
listeners,
Everyone has to
Cyrus
have
is
Has to say
getting a
killer
scolding.
at the same time. Did that word have to come out at the exact same time? You've synchronized. I should behave yourself. They start realizing the truth, that my ranting is all correct and that I'm a prisoner. Help me. Help me. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great here. Like, stop behaving like this, no? Look, behave your age. Your age is a pensioner's age. We don't behave like this.
Ouch.
I'm younger. I'm a little younger. I'm 3 months
Does
younger. I really am.
As a creature of habit, do the
She's my
Thursday
MILF.
episodes?
Sorry.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. As a creature of habit, do the Thursday episodes bother you or in the
Me?
evening? Yep.
Yeah, they bother me when the
That's
day ends. Like
interesting.
today, I had nothing much to do after the shoot. So by 2:30, I was done. And then I have to kill time for 3 hours and not fall asleep, which is a horrible feeling if there's not much to do.
This
So,
episode
yeah.
always kind of is a bit trickier because not everyone makes it to the studio for it. So it's majority
Nobody
of the time
makes
it's
it.
everyone. Yeah. So it's kind of I
It's
feel like
always
maybe
one
that could be a
person.
difference.
Kajol has never gone for this episode
I
Thursday
go
evening.
mostly on Thursdays to the studio.
But in the morning
Oh, you
at
go to the
11:45.
studio.
No,
I don't think I've
I
ever
prefer
seen
the-
you. We've never been in the studio at the same time. It's crazy.
It's also the not going to the studios to do with Rishi and Sparsh also, because the way they treat women, both of them. I mean, Sparsh is really disgusting, and Rishi is too bashful.
Quite nice.
So it's,
Well, she's
Come on,
a
Kajol,
hit
I
with
get
the
where you're coming
ladies.
from.
And Rishi
Who?
is looking for a lady. So I
Both
think
of them have better hair than ladies. What are you talking about?
They're
Who women
both
like?
very
Speaking of
Rishi's
hair,
so sweet.
the next question is from Shay Kumar. Only you three can answer this. How do I cope with hair loss? I'm 26.
I've
Hey
got hair
man,
loss,
rock
but-
it.
Yeah, you can just own it. But Shrey, I'll say this. Sometimes what happens is the hair loss happens and it stops there, more or less. So once you deal with where you are, it doesn't. Abbas, you
Yeah.
shave, right?
Yes.
So it's not
Okay.
And
exactly
like
the way
it
it is
works
right
for
now.
Abbas. I think like
Having-
it's
he's
part
gone
of
for the
his
full.
look. I
Gone
think
for the
having
full
it
dated
works with his
having
look.
dated two
Wait,
bald
wait.
men.
The escapades,
Yeah,
sexcapades
yeah,
are coming.
yeah.
I have to hear every word. Let me record this and go. There will be a broken
Having-
bed and lots of
Sparsh's fourth clip of the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having dated two bald men, I can just tell you that they are the
At the same
sexiest
time,
and the hottest in bed.
Raghu
okay?
Rajiv,
I
were you
agree.
bald men?
Tier 1.
Uh,
Kajol,
hot-
just put it out there. Tier 1 in dating. Bald
Tier
men.
1 in dating, bald men.
All right.
And-
Okay.
And you enjoyed the bald men. They were nice.
Yo, they were amazing.
So there's a connection between amazing and being bald, is what you're saying?
Amazing in bed and being bald. There is some connection. Don't
There-
act like
I
that.
agree.
Abbas,
Two
you're
thumbs up, yes.
You're the sex god of the
I
of the
approve.
podcast. Abbas, you're the sex god of the podcast. No one else is bald,
And
right?
was there any
Of the
doubt?
guys? I
Abbas
know.
is IVM's Johnny
That
Sins.
means the opposite, direct opposite, contrary to this would be Rishi and Sparsh with great hair.
Yeah, exactly. Suck in
Horrible,
bed.
horrible. Yes, horrible.
Wow,
No
we have
wonder we
just,
can't
And
get
not in
married.
a good way.
Yeah.
Suck in bed. as
No,
in-
no.
it's all unraveling. All
I'm
of
told
it is
they do
unraveling
stupid
so
things like they
quickly.
face the wrong way. So there's no question of it happening also.
But he can't
That's
see.
stupid.
Sparsh possibly can't see what's
No,
happening.
he's always playing
That's
with his
the
hair
other
like
thing.
that. तो एक बात बताओ, look, it's like this, yaar, Rani. I can't do this.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a
their
lot
hands
of
are just occupied with
relatable
their hair.
laughter is
It's
happening in the
terrible.
studio.
It's terrible. Terrible.
And Rishi takes off his clothes but keeps the earphones on. Now who wants to, I mean, that's, but he's just, it's like his blanket.
Can
his
you
security
be a
blanket.
little louder? Can you come close to the mic?
Go to the mic. Can you come close to the mic, please? Adjust.
Did he abuse? What tire abuse was it? Tire 1, tire 2, tire 3, tire 4.
Oh man. Damn it. Okay, one last question comes from Shavik Bakchi. It's a long one. Part 1 of the question is, Dada has confirmed women's IPL starting from next year. Bill Burr said in his special that WNBA isn't popular because women don't come out to watch the games in large numbers. He continues, and hence it affects the commerce since we have 2 female panelists today. Want to know what are your views, and don't you think that it'll be the case for women's IPL in India too?
Okay, so I'm the only one who saw much of the match yesterday
The
between England and
two
India.
female panelists, I would
I'm
love
saying
to hear
Smriti
that.
Mandhana
Cyrus
played
is
a
a female.
fantastic
He's a
60
tier 2
odd.
Cyrus
female.
is a female. We gave
Tier
him the
2.
right
Tier
to
2.
say.
Tier 2.
I follow the Indian cricket team, the women's cricket team, whatever you want to call them, and I got
Not
to say,
whatever
it's
you
very,
want to call them. That is what they're called. The
no,
women's
because there's this
cricket
whole
team.
argument. Ayushi, you don't understand. As a woman, you don't understand the arguments about batter as against batswoman being removed. You say you have a neutral word instead of batsman or batswoman. You say batter.
Or all of
or
that. What does it? All of I
In
can
Bengali, we
that's
just
all
say
playing in-
batter G.
That would be only the ones from the east. Now we can't use it for
See,
everyone.
this you don't get it at the 10 a.m. shows.
Rishi woke up. Rishi is very upset. With a little bit of sledging, Rishi is a new man altogether. Slept for the first half of the show. Yeah. But no, listen, he's right. Women don't turn out to watch sports, so you have to blame women then if it doesn't get more popular. But I watched mud wrestling, I watched
You
beach
just,
volleyball, and I watched women's cricket.
You
Women's
But I
cricket is
just
very
discussed
interesting.
Federer with Ayushi like for 10 minutes. So it's not like they don't come out to watch sports.
She watches
it's
men
not.
playing sports. She's a sexist. She knows everything about Federer and the top 5 tennis players. She named them one after another. Ask them the top 5 women players right now. Right now, Abbas, ask Ayushi.
Emma, I don't know how to say
Watson?
her last name.
But
I
you're
don't want
struggling.
to.
You're
No, I don't want to
struggling.
butcher it. I'd rather can you. I don't want to say it wrong. I think I said it
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll give you that. Then
Then I am a sexist.
yeah. You know how fast you say the male names. They go, tuck, tuck, tuck,
I am
tuck,
a
tuck.
My
sexist.
question is, in the women IPL, will the males be the cheerleaders?
I would like that.
Okay, Abbas, you've fallen to 5. We've just pushed you down to 5 as a special category. So, akela hai bhai. Get your Novocaine when you come for the show. Yeah.
No, the real test will be if they pay the same amount of money that they pay the male
No,
players
they
for the
don't.
IPL.
They will not
No, they
because the market
don't.
dictates. There's no question.
But I
You know,
do think that you have
advertisers
to
are-
start somewhere. I think you have to start
Exactly.
somewhere. Maybe if you give it a try, like next year will be exciting because I know for a fact there's a lot of women that I know who are excited to do the exact thing that everyone's saying is go and support, put our money where our mouth is, kind of a thing of go support, make it a workable, profitable model for the sport. So it'll take time, but it needs to start. At least
if
now
you-
we'll have
If
it.
we win a T20 World Cup or a 50-over World Cup, it'll make a huge difference also. Because
Of
whenever
course
we
it
are in
will.
the finals or semis, we get good ratings for women's cricket. Cricket I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Women's badminton has better ratings than male badminton very often. So it's not a complete 100% thingy. It all depends on how you create these
On-
stars.
And you
Yeah.
have to start. And I think what I will say one thing, like I don't know how many of you follow like these Instagram pages of like us, of our Indian cricket team and everything. Our national handle posts equal amount, not, I don't think equal amounts, of course, because the men play more, but they post a lot of, they're pushing a lot of these women out there. You're getting to see them as like proper names. They're getting endorsements. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying it's moving in the direction that we'd like to
I
see
think-
it. I think it'll be
Yes.
good. It's important to
Insta-
start somewhere.
But Ayesha, Insta should have 2 options, one audio only and one video. So the audio should be only the male cricketers, we only hear them but don't see them. And the women cricketers we see but don't hear. I'm happy
Tier,
with that.
tier 1 panelist has a comment. Tier 1 panelist Sriram says women's cricket will be mainstream the day their houses are also destroyed when they lose to Pakistan.
This is actually a good point.
Kajol,
That's a
he's
scary
got hair.
statement.
Sriram has lots of hair. Don't praise him. This guy's hair is
I'm
like...
not hitting on Sriram.
from
And
Chembur to
Citric
Malad.
I've
mentioned
never
I'm not
heard.
hitting on Abbas either. I'm just making a comment that it was a good thought.
But the comment is that Sriram versus Abbas, you would pick Abbas.
Forget
I do
that.
not pick either of them. I've
No,
done
very
a
good
sex
point.
show
No,
on First
I
Trap
want
with
the
both
answer
of
to
them.
that, please.
I don't
Explain
want
all this.
either.
one
By the
second,
way,
if you
can
know-
I say
I'll put it this
yes?
way: if you had to
Hmm.
unbox Abbas or Silvery, who would you unbox and why?
I would.
I'll tell you why. Antariksh, only because it's a lot layers before you get to something disturbing. There's
But
a
if
lot
you
more
unbox
layers.
me, you're gonna like what you see much more.
Ah, tier one.
End the
How are you,
show.
Captain?
End
How
the
are you?
show.
Doesn't
Tier
happen
one,
at the
ma'am.
10 a.m. show.
Huh?
It has to
Yeah,
shut.
yeah,
It has to stop.
I am in tier one, says Abbas. Yes.
Ah,
Which means
ah.
Amit, Antariksh, Ayushi, and Naveen has to go down. One of them because numbers have to stay the same. So shall we?
Naveen. Naveen
No,
can
I
go
think
down.
Ah.
Naveen, he's not here and he's not listening. Okay, Naveen,
No,
sorry,
we
Papa, you're not here.
Oh
Mm.
God,
Badum
it's a
dish.
joke. No.
Right. Okay, guys. Tomorrow Volvo episode. Do check it out.
Where
Cyrus.
the client had to pay for the toll. Just for that,
No,
it's
it's
worth
not that.
watching.
It's not that episode. That comes later on.
Oh,
Do you have a guest for tomorrow?
I don't know.
Ashay Bhave, who has the brand called Theli, which is a
Yeah.
vegan brand,
He's a
and
kid. He's
that's
so
a-
young and he's a
brand called
multi-millionaire already.
Kaylee.
yes,
He's
Like
like,
it's a
that?
very
he's like 19
interesting
years old and
actually.
he's
Yes,
super rich, superstar.
he's
It's
not
How old is he?
unfortunate.
19.
20.
How old is he?
He's 22 per se.
22.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
younger than
Yeah.
Sparsh.
No,
No,
they're the
I'm-
same age. Oh.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
young.
interesting episode. Check it out
One second,
tomorrow.
are
10
you
a.m.
interested in meeting him? He's got a girlfriend, but he's not married.
I want to stop working, Cyrus. So I just
He's the guy. He's the future.
I mean,
want
Rishi's
something
right
fun in my
here.
life.
No, but with Rishi,
I'm
she
not
has
going
to
to
work.
Panvel. I'm
With
not
Rishi,
going to
Rishi will stop
Panvel.
working. But you have a ship?
Ayushi, would you marry a rich guy who's a vegan?
Why?
Oh,
Someone's
that-
asked you.
Shit, that is a
Yeah.
tough one.
Yeah, because vegan is really tough.
It's very tough.
But
Okay, you know what? I'll be the rich man and a non-vegetarian. one.
Whoa, nice.
it all depends
Okay,
on the power
guys.
dynamic. I would marry a
Yes.
rich man if he's a vegan.
Mm.
Tell me, Kajol, somebody asked you to marry him and he was a vegan? And was he not bald? What are the whole issues?
I have never been able to
A
go on a date
hairy
with a
vegan.
vegan. Yeah.
A hairy
the thing
vegan.
Is, the problem
I'm
with the
wondering if-
vegan is not the food. It's the talking that they do about
Oh
their
my
food,
god,
yeah.
exactly.
They don't
Why is
shut
it a
up.
personality trait? Why is it
Yeah.
something so big? Like, do
It's
I
a
talk
badge
about
they
meat all
wear.
the time? No.
I know.
Yeah. But you know, I had this visual of Kajol dating a guy who she really likes, but he's got long hair. So every night she snips a little bit of it, you know? Hoping that one
Like
day it's like a-
Delilah.
Yeah, like
Delilah.
yeah, and hopefully Samson doesn't lose his power. Stick on the head, and Abbas on the other hand is a virile young man.
Oh,
but
yes,
Abbas, you're
I'm-
seeing a girl, right? Because you mentioned offline. Anyway, for another day. Fair enough.
Hey man, yeah, it's
So
sexuality
we're
is
all
a
single,
spectrum.
guys.
Show always
Ayushi
ladies
is
will get
single,
upset.
right? Ayushi single. Kajol
Yes.
single. Abbas wants to be single, at least officially, and I'm single because you saw what happened. So that's it. Single. That's it. All right,
Can you
single.
All
have
right, guys.
Ayesha on the show next time? I think she should be the host next time. It'll be
When we do a
fun.
wrestling episode, yeah, women and
Women's wrestling.
middle-aged
women's
women in tight.
wrestling.
I can also take part. Okay, bye.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.